in the future, we're hoping he's going to play guitar and do vocals.
That's the plan.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I'm gonna try, but I just feel like at this point I've been a guitarist for this band for so long, and I'd hate to stop playing live. At the break that we have when we get back from this tour, I'm just gonna see if it's possible. Like, I don't know if there's any other like quote unquote deathcore bands that have done that.
Yeah. Is there any A-string players that also sing?
I don't think so.
Use EMG pickups because they help you get the heaviest tone possible. Head over to emgpickups.com and use my promo code HEAVY at checkout and get 15% off. And then once you write the heaviest song of all time, head over to distrokid.com/VIP/Garza and save 30% off your membership to get all your songs on all streaming platforms. And now to the heaviest podcast of all time.
When you're younger, you gotta sleep.
True.
I'm the one in the band that goes to sleep first.
Really?
Yep.
What time?
As soon as I can.
As soon as you can?
Yeah.
What, like, are we talking like 9 p.m.?
Like as soon as like the show is done and we've packed up everything and like I'm ready to go in the van, ready to go sleep. I'm not too into going out to go party or whatever. I'm just like, I want to go to bed.
Yeah. You look like a very clear-headed guy.
I would like to think so. I don't think I am though.
Yeah?
Yeah, well, he's the only one in the band that doesn't smoke weed, so that
Yeah,
says
I know.
something.
Yeah.
Ever tried it?
I have. I just don't think it's for me. It always makes me super duper anxious and fidgety and you know, it's not. I don't think it's my vibe.
Anxious and fidgety.
Yeah.
Do you get
It makes me
paranoid?
the opposite of that.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Super paranoia. It's like all my experiences with it have not been good. So I was like, when I was like a teenager, I was like, I think I'm okay, and I just stopped.
Where were you, though?
Sorry.
Where were you? Like, were you out hanging out with your friends?
Oh,
Were you
yeah.
at, like a very public area? Were you by
No, it's
in your room
always
alone
just
like a weirdo? Or no?
It's always just been like with a couple of friends that are around, like not even a huge scenario, or whatever. It's all just been like 2 or 3 people around me, and then I smoked, and then the rest of that night I'm not feeling good.
Really?
Yeah.
It's so funny with weed how it affects people so differently.
Yeah.
You know?
And I've tried it a couple times, but like, you know, those people that be like, "Oh, did you smoke an indica? Did you smoke a sativa or whatever?" And they're like,
I'm
"Bro, I
lost.
just it's
Yeah.
not for me, bro."
Yeah. I'm not exactly like a what's that word? Connoisseur, right?
Connoisseur,
Yes.
weed.
So I don't know like the strains. People,
Yeah.
the guys tell me that I like dad weed.
Dad weed.
Yeah, so,
Is that good or bad?
Yeah,
I
what
don't
is
know.
that? weed?
I don't know. I guess that's a California thing.
Probably.
A dad weed. So what is dad weed? Okay. I see dad grass. I think it's just like low grade.
Low grade weed.
Just like normal stuff.
Nothing that fucks you up too much.
Yeah. I like chilling. I like feeling a little uncomfortable.
Oh yeah.
Where like it's like, you know, being like reminded that you're a human being and you're like, wow, I'm just out here in the world, dude.
Oh yeah.
You know? Well, dudes, it's great to meet you. I just met
Yeah.
you today.
Yeah.
Hell
Great
yeah.
to
It's
meet
great
you
to be
too,
here.
man.
Yeah, it was
Finally.
awesome. You guys had a day off? Pretty sick?
Yeah, that was
it
amazing.
good.
Rested?
Yeah, all the bands just
definitely.
put money together. We got an Airbnb. We just all chilled out.
That's smart.
Yeah.
We should start doing that.
Yeah, it's a good idea. If
Yeah.
you get along with all the homies, it's a great day.
Yeah, it turns into like a family,
Yeah,
you know?
definitely. And everyone on this tour is super cool. So like, it's just chilling with your boys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Angelmaker, doing
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, they're killing it. God
Yeah.
damn, they're killing it.
I've been seeing it the past few times they come down. I'm like, dang, there's more people here now? Like, shit, dude.
There's a lot of dudes in that band. On stage, like what? It's like 7, 8,
7.
7.
people.
Yeah,
That's
there's
so
7
many
people.
people on stage at once.
Yeah, but they make it work
They
really
do.
well.
Yeah.
Well, that's so many people in a band.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Oh, they
That's why
got
you
a
gotta get
bandwagon, so they're cool.
Oh, nice. Good for them. Dude, those have been hard to lock down.
Yeah, they are.
And we
And
almost,
they're really expensive.
they're overpriced.
Yeah.
They're so overpriced. You're just like, but you have to pay it.
Yeah, it's so worth it when you have a bandwagon for a tour. Like, you're so comfortable. You always have a green room, no matter what the situation
True.
of the venue is. It's like the most comfortable we've ever toured before.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like going back to a van now has really grounded us.
Yeah, it's humbled us.
This
Yeah.
is how it really is.
Be humble.
But you get a different experience touring in a van versus like a RV, you know, because then you're always stuck at truck stops. You always like only see the same things. Where in a van, you still kind of get off, you know, you can go do your own thing. Do like, you see different parts of the city in a way. So it's been pretty cool. Hasn't been too bad.
Can we do a quick intro just so people could put a sound to the names?
Hell yeah.
Cool. I'm Luke. I play guitar.
Hi, I'm Lwandile. I used to play guitar, but now I'm on vocals.
Yeah, I'm Tom. I play drums.
I'm Kris, and I also play guitar.
Chris with a K.
Yeah.
Chris was the kid.
That's sick. Only 4 words.
Yeah.
4 letters. That's great. So, gotta bring it up. South Africa.
Oh yeah.
That's crazy.
It's pretty sick.
And you've been in a band since 2014, right?
Yeah.
So just, well, I mean, I assume there's not like this. There wasn't this kind of music there.
Yeah, not really. I guess we started the band because we saw like a hole in the market there, and it was kind of stuff we wanted to see live. So we just decided to make that music and fill the hole. And it ended up working.
Yeah, I mean, 2014. Yeah, almost been in a band for 9 years.
Yeah,
the trip.
It's crazy to think.
It's crazy how long it took for you guys to build up.
Yeah, like I was 16 when we started, so it's crazy.
16, really?
Yeah, like it's been that long already. Mind blowing.
I mean, you don't really have like a roadmap. So like, what'd you do?
Like we just sort of started as an internet band because we didn't really want to settle for members that couldn't play the stuff because we wanted to make what we wanted to make. So we started as just like a 2-man internet project, and then we released a first EP and a first album, and it started sort of like snowballing from there. So we figured we have to start playing shows, and then Kris joined the band. We had a different drummer for a little while, but then Tom joined the band.
But only for like 2 shows. We had
Yeah.
a different drummer. Tom's pretty much been there from the beginning.
Yeah.
He still played the most shows out of any of us in the band.
Yeah, somehow.
Yeah, because like I missed 5 shows once because I couldn't get a visa for the UK.
Oh,
Luke's
no.
missed a couple tours for a
Work and
variety
shit,
of reasons. And Lwandile is still like the newest member of the band. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I am.
Yeah.
I feel like I've been here forever.
Yeah.
Yeah, when did you come in? Wasn't that like 2020? Right?
It was like officially announced in 2020, but I was playing shows with them as like a fill-in from 2018. But yeah, like I started writing for the band in like 2020.
Okay.
Yeah.
How did you meet him?
Chris found me on YouTube, I think.
Well, yeah. I found Lwandile under an alias, and I couldn't really find his name. I saw this guy playing these amazing, like, math rocky guitar, crazy things on the internet, and I was like, I need to find out who this dude is, because I saw someone comment that he's South African. And I was like, whoa, I need to start making music with this guy. So I found his Twitter, and I found his real name, and then I found his Facebook. So I basically stalked him. Yeah, I stalked him.
That's a way to find someone
Yeah.
to join your band.
And then we hooked up a jam, and it went really well. And then from there, I asked him to join all my bands eventually because he was just so good. And it's funny that he's ended up on vocals now because he's such a great guitar player. He still played guitar on the full new album we just did. And he wrote a lot of guitar parts. So in the future, we're hoping he's going to play guitar and do vocals.
That's the plan.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I'm gonna try, but I just feel like at this point I've been a guitarist for this band for so long, and I'd hate to stop playing live. So at the break that we have when we get back from this tour, I'm just gonna see if it's possible. Like I don't know if there's any other like quote unquote deathcore bands that have done that, but I want to give it a try. If I can, I definitely will do it.
You're right. Is there any other bands that do that? One with the A string?
Yeah,
Is there any A string players that also sing?
I don't think
don't
so.
know.
Not that I know.
We might have uncovered. We might have just.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah,
This
it
is
was
groundbreaking shit.
actually Dom. You know Dom, our driver Dom.
Oh yeah.
He is sick in his band. He does vocals.
He does both?
Yeah, and
Crazy.
yeah. So there are
And they play
people.
tech death.
There are people out there that do it, but I think it's very rare. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, is he plays the A strings, right? The dude from Emperor?
I guess Beyond Creation too. I don't know if they play 8 strings though, but
Does he play A strings?
I don't know.
Huh. Or at least not like the whole time.
Yeah. I mean, Matt Heafy plays 8 strings, and he does vocals as well.
Okay.
Not on every song, but there's like a couple songs where he uses 8 strings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess for deathcore it's
Yeah,
quite unique.
in
Deathcore,
this
yeah.
scene, I don't
Yeah.
think there's anyone.
I mean, straight, even just the deathcore scene, like who sings and plays guitar?
I don't think anyone does.
But I know.
We just literally uncovered 2 things.
No pressure, right?
Hey, I was just thinking about that today. How this just sucks. It just sucks the way life is. Like you need pressure to like. Oh no!
Yeah, it's a lot. But you know what? It'll help you though. If you're like super under pressure, even to the point where it's like breaking you apart, you will do the thing. You will make it happen no matter what it is.
Well,
So,
he will. He did.
yeah.
Yeah. What are you talking about?
Well, you know, taking vocals on, it was a lot of stress for him. And we had 2 months to kind of reform the band and get him on vocals and, you know, get practicing and everything and remembering all the lyrics and just the, you know, the pressure of being the front man of the band was taking a toll on him. But we're here now and he's fucking crushing it. So
Yeah, it was a lot. I think when we got back, we had 2 months for me to learn. I had 2 months to memorize a set list for the shows we were going to play on this tour and record the album at the same time. But there's no way I could have done both those things. So I just chose to learn the vocals, and then when we get back, I'll record and write and everything. But yeah, under that whole period of time, I was like super under pressure and super stressed that like I turned off all of my social media, and I was only contactable to the people close to me and my band in case they needed me. Because yeah, it was like a lot. So I kind of just locked myself in my room for that month and just grinded every single day, working on being a front man, working on vocal tones, watching a bunch of YouTube videos and explanations just so like I don't get up for the first time, make a fool of myself, because that's like in your head the entire time you're doing this, you know. But I think I made it work somehow. People have been very positive at shows. It seems to be working out, so yeah.
That's impressive.
It was a lot.
Like, what was your like initial feeling and thought? I mean, and who said it first?
well, said what first?
So hey, do you want to just sing?
Well, it was kind of like he had already filled in some shows when our ex-vocalist couldn't make it before, and during soundcheck and stuff, we could hear how good his vocals were every night, and he was doing backup vocals, so it was kind of a no-brainer. We all went to that conclusion very quickly. I don't know who said it first, but we were all on board with that decision from the beginning. There was no other choice for us.
No other choice / accident.
Yeah,
Kinda?
Well, it was kind of a happy accident. Not many bands would have someone to just step up and fill that role, just straight up like that, because you know, he's a fucking sick guitar player, and for him to just switch to vocals, and they're not easy vocals. It's kind of like vocal gymnastics in the kind of deathcore space. So to find someone that could do that was already in our band was amazing.
And it's lucky for us too, because you don't add another dynamic to the band.
Oh,
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
we keep it with the people that we know, and it doesn't make like this tour, which will be our first tour with a new vocalist, sort of like weird and figuring stuff out, because we already know Lwandile very well. So I think it helps with that a lot too.
Yeah, we kind of want to just keep it in-house, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man,
You don't know who you can trust.
no way. You guys have a lot of experience with that, man. That is a lot of pressure,
Yeah, it was so much.
and that's a great idea too. Like okay, I'm just gonna. All right, this is a lot. I'm taking this in mentally. I'm under a lot of pressure, so I'm just gonna. You know what? I'm gonna turn off my Facebook. I'm turning off my social media for a month. I'm just gonna lock myself in a room.
Yeah, I didn't really have any social life at all during that time. I was just in my room. I would wake up, I'd eat breakfast, I would memorize. The mornings were like the time when I just memorize lyrics, and then at night I would practice all night, and then I'd like watch Bob's Burgers and then go to sleep.
Who?
Bob's Burgers, you remember that show?
No.
The cartoon, you know Bob's Burgers? It used to play on like Cartoon Network back in the day.
Who is it?
It's some old.
Bob's Burger.
It's not even funny. It's just like some old cartoon that feels good to us.
I recognize this photo.
Yeah,
but there's so many cartoons that we all haven't seen. Like, you know, that we have those.
This show got me through that month. Like I attribute this show to getting me through that whole month. It
Bob's
helped so much.
Burgers saved your life.
Oh yeah, it's like therapeutic to watch, because it's like there's nothing really going on in that show, and it's not really funny. It's just kind of like bubblegum for your mind. So it was like it was always on in the background, even when I was like practicing and everything.
Those are those shows are needed too. Like sometimes you just need to like kind of veg out.
Yeah, I
You
don't
know,
want to focus on anything all
It's
the
like,
time.
you know what, right now I'm focusing the whole day. I just want to enjoy some. Just
Yeah.
lay back. No thinking.
Yeah, and that was perfect for me.
Bob's Burgers,
Yeah,
huh?
I didn't used to like it because, like I said, it's not a funny show or whatever, even though they tried to be. But I think because of that, it kind of like attracted me more. Like I watched it on the plane rides to and fro any tour that we're doing, just because like it's a cartoon that's on, and I like watching cartoons. So I was like, I'm just gonna watch this. I don't care what it's about. But yeah, it's really grown on me, and it's like my favorite show in the world right now.
That's sick. How'd you feel after? Like, how'd you actually feel and your mind like to step away from like social media? Because a lot of us can't do it.
Yeah,
It's tough.
I needed to, so it was like
How does that feel?
really nice, man. It was like for the first day, it was weird because like I wasn't checking my phone every 2 seconds. But like after a week, like I could really feel a difference. Like I'm noticing things more. I'm like smelling things that it's so weird. Like because you're so attached to your phone that you don't notice things. Like I could smell like what my room smells like now. Like I was like, oh,
My room smells like shit.
my room smells terrible. That's what I figured out. But yeah, it really it tears you away and like kind of forces you to be back to real life. And like I was spending more time with my family and spending more time with my dogs and going on lots of walks with them and everything. And
Really?
yeah, it was actually really, really therapeutic. Like when I turned my phone back on, I had to like get used to it always being there again. And yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, it was really different. It was a trip. I would advise anyone to like at least for a month to like turn off all social media.
So it was like a straight month.
Yeah,
This
it was
is
like the only people I would keep it on for was for my band and my family. Everything else was like off. Nothing was on.
It's pretty wild. That's what we used to do. You know,
Yeah,
I
right.
have like I have I guess now they call it a landline.
Oh yeah.
You know, because and it only your close friends knew that number, or your close family.
Oh yeah.
That's crazy how it affected your smell.
Yeah. For
Social
real.
media affected the way you smell
For
things.
real, because you're in like, because I told you I was just in my room like for entire days, just memorizing and practicing. So when you're there for way too long, you start to like forget like what places things smell like or whatever things look like. And when you're there for so long, and I had nothing to distract me besides the work I was doing, I was like, hey, I can kind of smell. This room doesn't smell that great. And that's just what it always smells like. So then I was like, okay, time to fucking clean up and do some shit about it.
If it affects your smell, I wonder how, because that's one form of your senses.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it does way more.
Imagine your sight, imagine your hearing.
Yeah. I also kind of felt like my mind was like way like clearer and not completely boggled up, because like I was worried about what people were saying on the internet, but like because I wasn't online, like I was way less worried because I don't have to go check,
That's a very smart thing, just to like not read the comments, just like, okay, I'm gonna do work, because
to this day, for on that month, every comment, every post we've done, I still haven't read them.
Good.
Yeah.
It literally does nothing for you.
Yep.
Yeah.
It just doesn't do anything. It's
Nope.
weird. You know what's even weirder is that the good comments will actually, depending on your personality, will actually be worse.
Oh yeah.
Because then you start to like, it soaks in,
Yeah.
and then you start to believe it. So, but wait, but who the fuck am I?
Yeah, it's a very dangerous place to get comfortable with whatever you're doing. If you're a guitarist, or if you're like comfortable and like, okay, I can handle this. I'm not afraid of anything. Even though, mentally, I think that's a bit healthy. But it's also like if you're completely chill and you don't think you can get better in whatever you're doing, I think that's a dangerous spot.
Dangerous.
Because there's always somebody better than you. There's always someone that works harder than you. There's always someone more talented than you.
Yeah.
If you're okay with just being over here for the rest of your life, that's kind of like, you have no room to grow. So yeah, I'd always think that there's still someone I need to catch up with, whether that's guitar or vocals or like just being alive. There's always better you can do.
It's always better. Yeah, that's what I did. Back in the day. Reading comments and you just lose yourself. It's cool that you have that, because in my position, you see bands like you guys like this riffing. It's like, man, I gotta like go home and practice.
Oh yeah.
It's cool. It's like it's very like it will push you.
Oh yeah, that was me when I found Suicide Silence for the first time in high school, for sure. Like before I heard a song by you guys did like a Guitar World lesson
Keep
video.
bringing it up. Fuck.
The Guitar World listen video you did of like Bludgeoned to Death, and I'd never heard of you guys before at that time. It just came out, and I was at my dad's workplace because he had internet. We didn't have internet at home, so I just download a bunch of guitar videos and go back. And I learned that whole song on guitar from that video before I heard the song ever, because we didn't have internet back home. So like 2-3 months after I learned the song, I actually went back to his work and I downloaded the music video, and I was like, I can play this song for the first time. For the first time hearing it.
That's crazy.
Dang.
That's nuts, right?
If I would have knew people,
There it is. Yeah.
If I knew people would be watching this, I would have said no.
Oh yeah.
God, how
You
many,
guys were so stoned during this video too. I love it.
people always say that. I'm not stoned.
I think Mark says that you were so stoned or something like that.
No, man. People like watch this. I'm like, I wasn't stoned. I was just an awkward kid for a long, long time.
This is bringing back some great memories for me.
I didn't smoke.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, I sound like shit. Oh no. I guess I don't think I just follow the.
Oh yeah.
I never watched this before in my life.
Really?
Yeah.
You have no idea how many times I've watched this video. You have no idea how many times I've memorized everything about this video.
Mark's tone sounds better than mine. I think you got a better amp. Oh, that's why guitar players hate us. They're like, what are they playing? Wow.
I think this was also like my introduction to deathcore. I think Bludgeoned to Death was like the first deathcore song I'd ever heard.
Yeah, same. I had it downloaded and it was named wrong, so it said "Bring Me the Horizon" or something. And I thought for like 6 months solid that it was "Bring Me the Horizon."
Sick.
But I was like 12 years old, so
You're 12?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, how did you, I mean, so,
Like 14.
yeah, how did you find like heavy music?
My dad always listened to like stuff like Pantera and Sepultura, but I remember being 12 years old going to the skate park and I met my friend Greg and he showed me Krugerbanger by Chelsea Grin. And then from there, it just kind of like spiraled. I heard that first pig squeal and I was like, sick, I like
That's it.
this. Yeah.
Like, what's this? I just start my own band.
Yeah, pretty much.
You guys, how did you download songs? Was it this line?
Like Limewire and
Yep.
shit,
Yeah.
yeah.
But yeah, back when they changed the title,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
they'll always fuck up the band name. So
Yeah.
they call us "Bring Me the Horizon."
Bring Me the Horizon, Bludgeoned to Death.
Yep.
That's
sick.
so
exactly what it was named.
what the fuck? Why they do that? That's so weird.
It's probably some other guy that downloaded it that didn't know what it was.
Oh yeah. But Limewire was like that. Everything was like misnamed. Everything was different. You download a movie and then it turns out to be like some baseball thing or it was so weird.
Every once in a while, it was porn.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Or just
Plenty.
a massive virus.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Because now, yeah, I look back now. I'm like, why did my computer get all fucked up? Oh yeah, hey Jay, try to help me out here. I wonder if like those videos they like literally inject viruses in those videos. So when you download it onto your computer.
For sure.
They must
You know,
have done something like
100% they did that. I had so many viruses all because of Limewire.
That's my caveman brain trying to understand technology and the way viruses work. Well, okay, if you're downloading a video, you're downloading what is on the video
Yeah.
in the video.
Yeah.
So okay, so whoever made the video could put in whatever the fuck they want.
The second you click on it is when the virus is like, hey, like your computer's free reign then.
Oh yeah, I fucked up my computers
Same.
so many times.
Same.
Music, they put anything into files back then. We were like, fuck it.
Yep.
I want this Chelsea Grin.
It was worth it
record.
back then.
But it was though.
Yeah, definitely. I
It was
found
like
so
that.
many bands on LimeWire, even though I'm like illegally downloading their stuff. It was some of the best bands in my life that shaped who I am today I found off of LimeWire.
Who'd you find?
Also Parish.
Ultra Parish.
Oh yeah, that was
Sick.
that's like one of the biggest bands in my that shaped my guitar playing life. Their guitarist Kris was like my first guitar god, like guitar idol, whatever.
Really?
And yeah, I downloaded all their stuff from LimeWire, and yeah, they were like my favorite band for the longest time. So fucking sick.
They
Eddie's
still
old
are
band.
one of your favorite bands.
They still are for sure, but they don't exist anymore. So
Yeah.
rest in peace.
We'll see. We'll see what happens.
We'll see.
Yeah.
I hope that's a hint.
People will approach me drunk at shows. I'm like, what's up with Ultra Parish? I'm like, I don't know, and I don't give a fuck. I tell Eddie all the time, I get approached all the time about your band. I'm getting sick of it.
Sick of it, bro.
I'm all trying to get drunk and just have a good time. Like, I don't want to talk about this fucking band, dude. But they're phenomenal. My favorite Ultra Parish record is Hate Malice Revenge.
Oof, that's a good one.
God, that
was such a sick one.
They would play around here. We would go, like me and Mitch and our previous drummer would just go out mosh.
Yeah.
And I'll buy the same shirt.
Yeah, that album is so heavy. Even by today's standards, I think.
They were big for
Definitely.
the whole like deathcore scene and movement,
Yeah.
man. They were massive. We fucking loved them too.
Yeah.
Damn.
Fucking amazing.
They went across the world. It's so bizarre that this music is where you're at.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is
Right?
crazy.
That
It's
is
such a niche, especially in Africa.
Oh,
Mhm.
yeah, especially in
Like-
Africa.
Yeah. Luke, what was your upbringing like?
It was pretty normal. Like it's not as crazy as people make it out to be.
Yeah.
Like if you go there, like it's pretty much the same as LA. There's bad areas, there's good areas. So
Mhm.
it was pretty standard. Like nothing crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Don't know about you guys, but
Yeah. I'm pretty much the same.
Yeah, we grew up pretty normal middle class
childhoods.
lives,
Yeah.
like just music and sports and living life, skateboarding, all of that sort of stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah, and that's like it's a pretty dangerous place in South Africa, but I think none of us in the band ever like really experienced anything crazy other than being like mugged or something like that.
yeah.
But
I've experienced some
yeah,
crazy
you've
shit.
had some crazy
Yeah.
You got mugged?
Well,
We've all been mugged.
Oh, yeah. All been mugged.
Multiple times.
Yeah.
Multiple times.
Oh, yeah.
What happened?
I'm sure we all have different stories. I used to live in the CBD of Johannesburg, which is like, I guess, the most dangerous place around Johannesburg. And I would just go to school, and then I'd come home late because we had late projects and stuff. And then I'd be walking home, and then someone would mug me. And then a week later, after they've taken my phone and my money, I'd be walking home, and someone would try to mug me again. I'm like, I don't have anything left. I got mugged last week. I don't. And then they'll get mad at me because I don't have anything on me. Then I'll just try to run away.
That sounds terrifying.
It's kind of a normal occurrence.
Like what? Yeah. So what do they do? They
Oh, gunpoint or knife point or just a bunch of them together and they'd like surround you.
yeah, you just learn not to walk around
Yeah.
as much as you
you
can.
You learn.
You shouldn't really walk at night or in specific areas during the day either. There's very specific places you need to, that's safe enough to walk around. You just need to be like street smart, I guess. And I would say for people coming to South Africa on holiday, always have a buddy with you that can show you the right places, because sometimes you can just turn the wrong corner and you're in a super sketchy place.
this one wrong corner and boom, mugged.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pretty much.
So wait, so you're not exactly street smart. You guys keep getting mugged.
I mean,
doesn't
they get
happen
smarter
these
too as
days.
well.
Yeah.
You know?
No, that hasn't happened. But like
It
when
hasn't
you're a
happened in a while.
teenager, you always get up to stupid things and get yourself in the wrong places at the wrong times and stuff. So it's more like situations like that than
Yeah.
like actually, being targeted and, robbed like at our house or something like that. Like all teenagers are dumb. You do dumb shit. Go skating at night. You're smoking weed in the wrong place or buy weed from someone back in the day when it wasn't legal.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I've never been mugged. Thank God.
Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah. What do you do and what do you think about? Like, so if someone approaches you with the gun, like, what is that like?
You just do whatever they want you to do. Give up whatever they're asking for. Don't fight with them. Let it happen. And then,
I mean, South Africa dudes will like rob you for, like $5.
Yeah,
or, like,
whatever you have
Whatever
on
you
you.
have, it's
Yeah.
not like they're really going for big ticket items. Even those days, it was like shitty ass phones.
yep.
Like
It's like, hey,
it's just a kind of place where it's like lots of violent crime and lots of poverty and stuff in certain areas, and
Yeah.
people are willing to to kill over nothing.
Yeah, poverty causes desperation.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's
That's
where
the
the
main
crime comes from. So, yeah.
fuck that, dude.
Yeah.
A gunpoint,
Mm.
dude.
Yeah.
That's
It's not the best.
just for like a shitty phone. Like, what kind of phone was it?
I mean,
Back in
There's
the
a couple-
2000s, before
yeah.
smartphones even came out.
the Samsung made a phone called an E250. I had 3 of those phones in my lifetime. 2 of them were stolen.
What?
Yeah.
So it's kind of like on purpose. Is this it right here?
There it is. It's the slidey one, the silver slidey one. Oh yeah, I was banging some real tunes on that thing back in the day.
Phones have come such a long way.
Yeah, they have, right?
Do you have an iPhone now?
I had my phone for a while.
He's got a fancy phone.
my phone is sick.
Show them
my
your phone.
is hella sick. Check it out. I got one of these, the Flippy Boys.
What is that?
I got the Flippy Boy phones. It's the Samsung Z Flip 4.
Huh.
So it's like, I feel like they're just trying to like make a resurgence of like flip phones because there's a couple companies doing it now. But like, yeah, this was like my favorite era of life where like you can hang up a phone, mad at someone, just be like, you know.
I feel like they need to sponsor you after this.
They better, please, Samsung. This is a sick phone, and I will advertise it.
We got to get the sponsor going. Man.
I need it.
Ibanez, Orsby, and Samsung.
The first band sponsored by Samsung. Death metal band sponsored by Samsung. That'd be fire.
Well, you got to tell them, hey, I get mugged like once every 2 months. Like, I need like a supply of cell phones.
Every month, give me a new phone.
Fuck, that would suck, dude. I mean, just the thought of losing my phone is terrifying because I keep got to remind myself to back it up, but I have all these riffs there.
Oh yeah.
The fucking voice memos.
Oh yeah. Oh, we've all done that.
It's like
Kept riffs and voice memos.
Like you get an idea, you gotta pull out your phone and you start like dun 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 dun.
That sounds like a Vulvodynia song.
It does, yeah. That's literally the first song we play every night.
There we go. Yeah. Yeah, just put on your phone. Dude, there's so many of them, like little riffs.
Dude, same.
Every thought you gotta make it a habit.
Yep.
You know.
Which is crazy now because technology is like at a point where like you don't even need to do that. You can plug some tiny thing into your phone and then plug it into your guitar and then record the riff properly and then in like 2 seconds.
I mean, yeah, your rig's in your backpack.
Yeah, and I love that. Like it's sick when like a band comes out with like a full stack and all these amazing cabs surrounding it. And, you know, like visually that's sick and audibly that's also super sick. But like I'm over having to haul super heavy things in and out of venues every single day. If I can condense my rig and still sound sick every night, that's all. I'm all for that.
That's my goal too right now is to get the smallest thing I can to take on tour. Because like even my camper right now, I'm like, this thing's too big. I need something smaller. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Kris just with the 5150 that he hauls every day.
Oh my goodness, dude. If you would have saw what we were doing, like we had like the 2 head cases and like the 2 cabs and like hauling that shit upstairs and downstairs.
So over that.
I don't miss doing that at all.
Yeah, this is the first tour we actually haven't rented cabs just to save space and money. And it's actually going pretty well. I was scared to do it without cabs, but as long as you've got some sound happening on stage with monitors and stuff, it still sounds sick. The moment you take the monitors away and
empty stage,
and have like in-ears, I've seen a lot of bands where you like stand in the front row and then you can't hear anything, and that's what I was scared of happening when we went to no cabs on this tour. But honestly, it's been sick. I can hear my guitar every night on the videos that I've heard. I can hear my guitar. So
obviously, if we can, we'd want to have cabs.
Yeah, that's first choice. But with technology these days, it's cool that you can just pop something in your backpack, show up, and that's it.
Get away with it too.
Yeah.
Your backpack.
Yeah, I carry my camper in a backpack.
Wow.
I don't even have a rack case for it, and it's breaking because of that reason. But
you guys are lazy.
Yeah. No, we are.
So, dude, I'm too busy getting mugged, dude. I just want a rig in my backpack. That's
probably something you can run with in case you get mugged.
That's why our rigs are so small. We can run away with them.
Also, just because we need to fly in for like every single tour we do ever, we've like learned how to like just travel with all of the gear we need in like luggage looking cases and shit like that. Yeah. So like when we're flying and going in, we never have to answer questions about, are you a band? What are you doing here? That sort of thing. You just fly under the radar and, you know.
But we do have the right visas and everything to prove ourselves. It's
just
not like
time.
we're sneaking in.
Yeah.
It's just, smaller is better these days.
Is it hard for you guys to get visas?
very well. It's
Yeah.
not that hard, but it's a lot of money and a lot of admin.
Yeah, it's a process.
Yeah,
Why is getting a visa so difficult?
It sucks.
I don't know.
Yeah, we have to get lawyers to do it for us, and it's this whole crazy thing.
But
it's
yeah,
worth
basically
it.
we need visas for everywhere except Asia.
Yeah, our
So,
passports are super weak.
Well, some places in Asia we need
yeah,
visas
like Japan,
too.
that's all.
And Indonesia on
But that was
arrival.
like the tour that we needed, like the least of
Yeah,
amounts of
that's
visas.
true.
That sucks,
Mm.
man. Because you guys are in South Africa, so you have to fly out
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
do pretty much anything outside.
Yep.
It's like the furthest possible place you can be. So isolated because you're like all the way to the south of Africa, obviously. So you have to fly over the whole of Africa first. Usually stop in Dubai or something like that, and then connect from there.
Did you think about that when you first got the band going? It's like, hey, we got to get past this fucking hurdle.
Not at all. I mean, I was 16, so I didn't really think about anything. I just wanted to make music.
True.
Yeah, like I didn't even know that we were going to be a live band. I thought it was just going to be like a internet project type thing and just be like a sort of side hobby. But it just snowballed, like I said earlier. So we sort of figured stuff out as we went along. Ended up working out. I think we've figured it out now.
Yeah, I feel sorry for any other band in South Africa that's going to have to try figure this out. Please, if you're listening to this, ask us questions if you need questions. No one ever asks us for help. Ask us because, we've done it and it's quite the process and people are going to need help out there because it's confusing and you need to do it right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So since we got you guys now, what's the scene out there like now?
It's pretty good.
Yeah, there's great bands.
There's
from
loads
South
of sick
Africa.
bands. I mean, there's not necessarily like you could say a deathcore scene or death metal scene or something like that, but the scene's pretty mixed. There's everything like covering fucking everything in metal basically. The shows are pretty mixed lineups in terms of things like that, but shows are good. Like the festivals are good when they bring internationals out. Like the turnouts are sick. Like it's pretty much. I mean, you could have shows in SA as good as any show
Yeah,
in America at like our level,
Black Dahlia had like 5,000 people in South Africa at their
What?
show. So that says something.
When was this?
2020, just before the pandemic.
Yeah, right before. Yeah, that was the last international band. I
Yeah,
saw.
like everything shut down like 2 days after that. It was
Yeah.
crazy.
Because I remember, we get offers to go down there pretty kind of often, and like almost we're just like, what? Where's there to play down there? Who's down there?
Well,
It's
if
definitely
the
a
show
scene.
will be sick.
Yeah,
Like,
especially
yeah, it
if
would
you
be
guys
cool.
play. You're a big name.
Oh yeah, Suicide will definitely draw a bunch of people.
It's always 'cause we just have nothing to base it off of,
yeah.
Yeah,
The,
and what's
the problem
cool is-
with South Africa though is like because it is so isolated, it's like one of those you've really got to catch after a European tour or after an Australian tour or something, like flying back to add the extra dates. It's like kind of out of the way to travel on any
It's
sort of routing.
so out of the way. It's like
And it's like long flights no matter what. So like
yeah. How long do you guys flights?
to get to San Francisco was 37 hours.
Oh, that's cool.
But it's cool, like, if you go there, you can sort of make a holiday out of it. Like, you can go on a safari and do all that cool stuff.
Safari?
See lions and all
Yeah,
that
that's
shit.
what the
so-
festivals and stuff normally do down there. Like bands will come down one weekend, play Johannesburg the next weekend, if it's possible, or they do like an extra few days where you go to like safaris and see lions and see like the real wildlife vibes, you know.
I want to get mugged during a safari. that'd be sick.
It's
That lion,
possible.
It's honestly
No way.
possible.
Nowhere is safe.
Are you fucking kidding me?
well, there's like poachers that hang out in some of the reserves and those.
Poachers?
Yeah, like
Rhino poachers,
And
like
elephant
elephant
poachers.
for the tusks
For the
and all
ivory.
that. Yeah.
So they're just chilling there, and
Yeah.
they might rob a person.
No,
Maybe.
I don't know about that.
yeah. But people with guns could show up. You never know.
Oh. Yeah, you guys are from a different place. Man.
Yeah.
Wow. The safari sounds so fun and innocent.
No, you
It
won't,
is.
you won't get
you won't
bugged,
get. You won't
like-
get. You'll have a great time.
Remember that time?
Okay.
So I was shooting a music video in like the middle of nowhere. It was like desert vibes, I guess. It was like a salt mine or something. And these dudes showed up. Like I was just taking a piss, and I turn around, and this dude had like this fucking
Tommy
Hughes
gun.
Tommy gun, like Scarface style.
Yeah.
Tommy gun.
It was
Yeah.
crazy.
And we got the biggest fright, and I tried to get out of there quick, and then I got my
And then
car
he got his
stuck.
car stuck. So then
in the
I went
sand.
out of the car to try push it out, and they came right up to us.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it was one of the scariest moments of my life. I thought we were gonna die, but luckily they were looking for other people
Some
to
other
shoot.
dude, yeah.
Yeah, they
They're
were.
looking for dudes that snuck into their place and like they're super armed, guns out. Like they came up to us with the guns in their hand, finger on the trigger. Like, have you seen any of like these guys around the area? And we're like, no, we've not seen anything.
Yeah.
We've not seen anything. And they went about their way.
The way I'm saying anything, here's my Samsung.
Yeah. Here's my flip phone. Go ahead.
Oh, that was crazy.
That was really scary.
Were the guns like this?
No, you know, with like the
That round
big barrel.
like a
Like
super
World War
stick. There it
II
is, right there.
type thing.
Yeah,
The Tommy
that
gun.
one.
Oh, fuck that. They're going out to kill
That's
somebody.
like extreme firepower. And it was so weird because like they're wearing like torn clothes. and,
Yeah,
like,
they look
you know?
super poor and everything, but they had these crazy guns.
I wonder where they got those guns.
Yeah,
yeah,
me too.
same.
Here.
Where do you pick one of those up? Proper
Right.
Scarface gun.
Probably stolen.
Probably.
Probably.
That is like the classic. Wow.
Yeah.
It's like being robbed with a musket.
Dude, I will be terrified.
Yeah, we were really scared.
You guys have a lot of courage, man. You should really give yourself credit for that.
No, we were freaking
Yeah,
out.
we were, no. It was not okay.
This was not okay.
Yeah,
no.
no.
We were not okay.
But maybe you had like you're getting ready for it, and that sounds weird to say.
Yeah, we're trying to like do our best to like keep. Well, I was trying to do my best to keep composure because like I don't want to alert these guys in any way or like make them think I'm any sort of a threat. So I was just like super nice and like kind of like ignored the fact that they're armed. They're like, oh, we didn't see anyone. We've not seen a thing since we're here. And they're like, okay, and they just carried on walking out, and we got back in his car and we drove out.
Yeah, then we had to call my friends back to help
Oh, yeah,
get my
yeah.
car back out of the sand. I'm feeling the stress again right now.
I feel it. Sick.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Great. Come to South Africa.
Yeah, but there's good things too.
Yeah, no, it's not always bad.
it's
a
there's-
beautiful place.
Yeah,
for
there's
real.
a lot of beauty, a lot of good people. It's just unfortunate we come from a place full of poverty and desperation. That's the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It sounds like there's no middle ground.
No, it's very weird. It's one of the most unbalanced places in the world because you get like super rich parts, and then right next to it you get like the biggest township. A township is like basically this area full of these metal shacks. They're just houses built by the people there, and that's where all the poverty mostly comes from. And like for example, there's Sandton, which is the richest square mile in Africa. And right next to it is the biggest township in Africa. And if you, like I said, if you take the wrong corner, you can end up somewhere really bad.
Is this it right here? That looks freaking nice.
Oh yeah, Santon City. Yep.
Richest square mile.
Yep. And then right next to that is a township called Alexandra, which is not as nice as these pictures.
That looks really nice.
Alex,
Yeah,
Yeah.
so this is...
That's right next to Santon.
Yeah.
So that's right next to it.
Yep. One turn and you're there.
Hey, click a picture, Jay.
Even Cape Town Airport has Kaili.
Oh yeah. Yeah, right outside of it.
Yeah, so those are the shacks I was talking about.
And that's by like the richest square.
Yeah,
Yep.
right next to it.
That really sums up what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Just like that opposite, complete opposite.
Yeah, but
like
right next to each other.
And then you get Soweto, which has like over 1 million people living in it. It's the biggest
yeah.
township in the world.
But Soweto's like kind of nice now.
Yeah, it's not that bad.
Yeah, it's a big tourist attraction.
Yeah.
real quick, we gotta talk about your earrings.
Oh, my ones? Hell yeah.
So sick.
So I think a fan brought these, right?
Adam, yeah.
Yeah, Adam. Oh yeah, he brought them out and he gave us like a goodie bag full of like treats and gifts and everything.
Great kid.
And in one of those things, there are like a bunch of different colored earrings. Nate is also wearing
Yeah,
a
I
pair
saw
of the pink ones. Yeah, and they're so swag. Why not wear them?
Are those cats too?
Yeah, they're cats. They're like skull cats, though.
That's sick.
Vampire skull cats.
Wow.
Shout out Nate in the
Shouts out
background.
Nate, our merch guy slash fill-in slash biggest member in
Yeah.
the band at this point.
Yeah, Nate fills in when like Luke couldn't get a Canadian visa now. So Nate's been filling in on guitar on the Canadian dates.
Yeah.
And
Really?
Yeah.
he's the most talented merch guy in the world.
Yep.
And your songs are not easy to play.
No,
so
they're
you're also ripping.
Yeah, Kris is actually my guitar teacher.
Really?
Yeah. That's how he started touring with us. I was like, hey, Nate, you want to come on tour with us? Because I knew he's a hardworking dude. He always went home and practiced really hard. And we got on super well ever since the beginning. So I was just like, well, me and Tom had a discussion and we were like, we should bring Nate on tour with us and we need a merch guy. And then he just killed the merch thing. And when we needed him to fill in, he was just there. So in Europe, even when we didn't have a vocalist for a little bit, he was filling in on vocals. He can do it all.
Really?
Bass.
Yeah.
Play bass.
Yeah, he played bass too. He's played everything but drums for this band.
Well, we all know what's coming next.
Yep. Tom, watch your back.
But he's got a twin brother that's sick at drums, and they've got a band called Divided Specimen. So it's pretty cool. They're twins. Divided Specimen is
Yeah.
the name, and Nate does vocals and guitar at the same time. There's an 8-string guitarist who does
yeah. Right
vocals and guitar at the same time, right there. And his brother, mad drummer. So they got a sick little thing going.
You guys are all very extremely talented. Also, watching video because you guys do the just watching videos. You just jamming like the
thumping thing.
Oh, yeah.
thump and thump.
Yeah.
Like man, I can't wrap my head around that.
We're trying to get that in death metal. 'Cause
Yeah.
It's like a very progressive thing. Like we're not trying to overdo it, obviously. Like,
Yeah.
but we're trying to when every place that we can, it'll be like a song in an album that has some of it, or maybe a song or two. You know.
Yeah.
I can't wrap my head around it either. I've tried it and I'm just like, this is crazy.
Like, oh my
I'll
god!
stick to chugging.
I think it's because Kris and I are like progressive
that's
bass
what I said.
guitarists usually. We like progressive music, progressive metal, and progressive rock, and like, scary guitar music with players that like go nuts. So we're trying to get that world and kind of combine it with what we're doing now in the death metal lane.
It works quite well because I just like
does.
breakdowns. So like that mixed with what I like.
Combined it too.
What?
It's sick.
Good. Sometimes things that don't make sense.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, you know, never know.
There's
Sound-
the guy himself. Yeah.
Tosin.
Yeah, Tosin.
He's obviously a huge inspiration on
Yeah.
us.
He's
Yeah.
like God. He's the guy. I have that exact same guitar. He's a signature model
yeah,
that I
you
used to have
do.
with Ibanez. Yeah.
Nice.
that guitar is sick.
It's
Yeah,
so
it's
sick.
the best guitar.
Yeah.
It's so sick.
You know what? I gotta get an A string.
Oh yeah.
I can't. What? I just don't get it.
It's crazy.
This is the riff.
Yeah, that's the riff.
I just don't. Even like, I'm looking at him. Like, how is he making that sound?
Yeah. Dude.
It's like single coil pickups. It's a combination of your tone, and obviously you're getting a couple different timbres from your different fingers hitting the string. Your nail
I
first,
know.
then the flesh of your thumb, and then every finger sounds a bit different. So you're getting this cluster of all these different sounds, which makes it sound so crazy. I
Yeah,
think.
we obsessed over that technique for like so long.
How long did it take you guys to actually get it down?
Like
A year?
for me, it took
Yes.
like
Oh,
3
but you
years.
had that. You were doing it kind
Yeah.
of like differently before
Yeah.
you met me.
Yeah, it took me about 3 years to completely understand even just like the tone you need and kind of understanding the different groupings and getting them down, because every finger you can create a different note grouping. And just, practicing rhythms, it's almost like drum rudiments in a sense. So it's just, getting it down took a while, but now that I've got it, it feels easy. It just feels like, at first, it feels like you're learning guitar all over again, but once you have it, it just feels like another thing you can do on the guitar.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when you're at home, like how many hours are you doing in a day? How many hours are you trying to?
Well, guitar is still my favorite thing to do out of everything in the
Amen.
world. So when I'm at home, I feel bad for playing video games. So these days, I'd rather just pick up a guitar. Like, I love relaxing and trying to play a video game, but I don't know. Guitar is always the first thing I go to when I'm at home. So I can't say how many hours. It depends on the day. Some
Most
days,
of the day.
most of the day, if I'm at home doing nothing, Yeah. And then if I'm not doing that, I'm working, which, you know, our job is music for the most part. Well, yeah, it is our job.
Yeah, for all of us.
Yeah. So,
It's your life.
yeah,
Yep.
it is my life. All of our lives.
Yep.
Yeah.
Do you find that because sometimes you just want to like, okay, I want to jam, but I also want to have I want to have a social life,
Yeah.
and it's this weird balance. It's a weird. Obviously, every player is different, especially in the kind of scene that we're in right now. But I find that sometimes if I'm playing guitar too much, it will I'll get uninspired. But then once I go out and see a show or hang out with friends, it's like,
Yeah,
dude,
sure.
just do dumb shit. I want to have pizza and beer, dude.
Oh yeah.
Laugh, and not have that thinking thing.
Yeah.
But it does feel like you're wasting time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It feels like, oh yeah, but I could be, practicing. I could be practicing that fucking thump,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then you come back and like the things will tend to click more.
Yeah.
You might.
You gotta-
It's a weird life balance that I
You got to
I
have
haven't got.
balance, man.
Yeah.
Balance is where it's at. I mean, I think all of us listen to such like different music and are inspired by such different things that like it's interesting to pull out of everything else that we like and try and collaboratively put it in a Vulvodynia song. Like that's kind of more where we're at now, and like the writing thing is like all of us bring ideas and we write songs together, and everything's collaborative. Like we write the riffs together. We'd like, whereas before, it was like he wrote a song, or Kris wrote a song, or Luke wrote a song. So I think like that change for us has been like super inspiring, with everyone doing their own thing and having their own things that they like and listen to. Like making the music really fresh
Yeah.
and keeps the writing interesting when we like only doing writing focused times and stuff like that.
I think that's way better too, instead of like splitting songs now. If we're gonna write a Vulvodynia song, we have to write it as Vulvodynia.
Yeah.
It has to be a collaborative process now. I don't think anyone's allowed to like make songs by their own anymore. Or like they'd write a little bit and send it to someone. The collaborative process is so much more fun and inspiring than just like writing a song by yourself.
But a lot of the time, we don't even go in with any ideas. We just literally get in a room together and we go, okay, let's write.
Yeah.
And we sit down and just go for
Pick
it.
a tempo
Yeah.
Interesting.
and just
go.
Sometimes it's very rare. One of us will have a riff that we've been sitting on, and then we'll bring that out. But it's from scratch. We start with nothing, and then just pass a guitar around and let the ideas flow.
Yeah.
And we record it shitty first, and then after that we piece it together, and we re-record everything again. Yeah.
Interesting. So you don't even come in the room with the riff. It's just
Yeah. No plan, no
Yeah.
nothing. Just get there and rip.
and it's like Kris said, so much more fun like that.
Yeah.
It is.
It doesn't feel like a chore when you're like, okay, I have to write songs for this album, so I'm gonna sit by myself in my room and go on Guitar Pro and write it. It's so much better like doing it like that. You go one riff, and it turns out to be something totally different to what you would have written by yourself, because you have so many ideas going, which is cool.
Yeah. And like as someone's holding the guitar, we all go, no, do it this way, do it that way, do it this way. And then, it's completely a combination of all of our thoughts and influences at this point, which is cool because our new album has turned out to be the same old shit, like Vulvodynia wise, but there's so many unique parts. It's like Vulvodynia on steroids. It's more tech, more slam, but also stuff that you haven't heard in these genres before, which makes it unique. And that, just like Tom said, comes from all the different influences and all the different shit we listen to, because we're not listening to slam on like an everyday basis. We listening to mostly reggae in the band right now.
And this new album is like, it's deathcore. Like,
Yeah. But there's stuff in there that you would say that would never fit in a deathcore song
definitely.
or in a,
It's very tech.
yeah.
it's got a bit of everything.
you guys sound proud.
Yeah,
we are.
very
We're
proud
super
of it, yeah.
excited. And I can't wait to hear with Lwandile's vocals on it now.
Yeah.
So that's our plan when we get home, is just to finish off this album and put it out next year.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a whole new beginning for us, I think, which is going to be great.
Yeah. Looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool. I think it's time for you guys to have like a new life.
Yeah. New beginnings.
Yeah, and you have like I can tell this by being around you. You're just a good energy, dude.
Thank you.
It's cool.
I appreciate that.
And when you need that, dude. If it's just like one person will bring it down. Fuck, dude. It's tough to get out of that, you know.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, the band is definitely like this tour has been spirits have been good.
Oh, yeah, by
like this
far.
tour has been so sick. It's been such a pleasure doing everything, even though we've been driving ourselves.
Yeah.
And like it can be hard. It's like it hasn't been hard, you know. And we're like 3 weeks into driving, like every single day, like nearly 10,000 miles, and it's like been easy pretty much, you know.
Everyone's
Smooth
putting their
sailing,
weight.
shows have been sick, tours been sick, package has been sick. Like it's been
When your team is cool, things are easy.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah, it's really important.
Yeah.
Did you guys get your IG back or what?
No.
Or so you guys started a brand new one, huh?
we just started a new one.
Fuck, that sucks.
But the engagement's pretty much the same. Like I figured too, there's probably a lot of dead accounts and bot accounts on that other one. Like there's no way there's
True.
actually 80,000 people or whatever that's gonna interact with the posts. So the people that are following the new page are the ones that support us.
Diehards.
And it's growing pretty quickly.
Yeah. I think it's doing pretty well.
Dude, sick, dude. Yeah, but I've always wondered, I'm like, man, who's even following us? Are these even like real people?
Yeah. At a certain point, it's just like bot accounts and fake things, you know, to like, because if your account has lots of followers, you get followed by a lot of like ad accounts or bot accounts to like
course.
message you random things, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I don't know. It's kind of better knowing that now it's like super organic and just homies that are supporting us now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. It's good to know that honesty.
Mm.
You know. So how's the tour? Tour looks like it's been going great.
Been amazing.
Great bands. Look like you guys are in good spirits.
Yeah, definitely. This tour has been super sick from beginning up until now, and it's almost over. And there's been so many sold out shows, and if the show is not sold out, it's like right at the brink of selling out. So it's
great
all
lineup.
been sick. It's been every single band is so sick on this tour too. Just watching them every day. Yeah, so it's kind of like the sickest tour to be like ending the year off. I don't know if we're gonna do it any more after this.
I think we're just gonna work on the album.
Yeah. So yeah, this may be the last tour we do for the year, and if it is, like, I'm happy with that.
Yeah, it's a
This
good
was
way
so
to
sick.
end off the year for sure.
It's a good way to end off the year. In Vancouver, home
Yeah.
of Angelmaker.
Yep.
Oh yeah,
And then we have to drive back to San Francisco after that
and then
to
fly
fly
back.
home.
Oh, that sucks.
It's okay. We're used to long drives now.
Oh, you gotta go to that border twice.
Yeah.
It's the worst border on the planet.
Really?
Yeah, Canadian border.
The last time we crossed it was pretty easy.
It's easy
Yeah.
for us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
'Cause
Yeah.
we just have all the right stuff, and like,
Oh.
you know, we know that everything is all legit. So
Yeah,
it's
our
like, here we
visas
go.
have to be like pre-approved, you know, like
Yeah.
the same as the US visa for us. So now that we got those, we just get there and they're like, okay, sweet.
Yeah, go on.
Maybe they just hate Americans.
Probably.
I think so.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of people do. So I've come to realize that. It's like, man, I just live here, man. I don't know. Fuck, I'm not part of anything. That maybe might be it. So these guys are American. Let's just give them shit.
Yeah.
Let's
Let's just make their day bad.
Let's flip with him. Make him pay a tax and have him wait here for 3 hours. Oh yeah, and it's 4 a.m.
Yeah, it's been luckily super easy. So hopefully when they go back there, it's gonna be easy as well for us.
Well, you might have spoke too soon.
I might have jinxed it.
Yeah.
you might have spoke too soon. Dude. You're gonna
Knock
cross the
on
border
wood.
and get fucking mugged.
It's like that. Just like home, baby.
Especially in Vancouver. I'm pretty sure that the guys will tell you it's a wild area.
Oh, we've played
Oh,
there
we
before.
played in
We played Rickshaw.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So you know.
Yeah.
Zombie City. Damn.
That was the first time I think I saw someone fucking shooting up heroin. I'm like, oh my goodness.
So casually too.
Casual.
Like,
On the sidewalks. I'm trying to go to Starbucks to have just a coffee. You know.
it's wild over there. Really wild.
Portland's getting kind of wild too.
Is it?
Yeah.
It was pretty wild last time we were there.
It's all a blur to me now.
Seattle
Chill.
too.
Oh, Seattle, really?
Yeah.
We're about to play there too.
There's that 10 city next to El Corazon.
I heard they just cleaned up. What was the venue that you guys played in Seattle?
El Corazon.
Corazon.
Really?
Yeah.
How was there's a freeway overpass
Yeah.
and there's a there was this for years. It's been like a homeless encampment.
Yes,
Yeah.
there is. Yeah,
It's
under
still-
the
it's
bridge.
still there?
Yeah.
Still there.
Someone
Yeah.
just told me last week that it was cleaned up.
Well, maybe it is.
Maybe it is.
We'll see when we play there.
Yeah, we
the
haven't been
second
there in
lost
a
step.
year.
Yeah.
Oh wait, you played there a
Previous tour.
previous tour. Got it. Okay.
Yeah, we're about to find out.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm
find
pretty
out.
sure it's still there. It's probably back up by now.
There's this really sick like Italian spot there. It's crazy. They have like a menu. They have a vegetarian menu and a vegan menu, and it's all the same shit.
That's good
It's
for
like
Kris.
Oh, sick.
it's right by there. But I was like, am I risking my life just to have some fucking vegan
you ready,
pizza or
Kris?
something? Yeah, I heard. I think this is it. And plus, you got to go.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
You got to go through under that overpass because there's the restaurant to the right, but if you go up a little bit more and turn left, that's like the Starbucks.
The good one.
They're like the massive Starbucks.
Yeah.
Because Starbucks started in Seattle.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh dang.
Yeah, they have like it's like a massive fucking bar in like the middle, but they serve coffee.
I haven't seen that
That's
one.
sick.
It's cool. Yeah,
We're gonna go this time.
It's really cool. Yeah, that's it.
Damn.
Wow, that's a Starbucks.
Yeah, it's like a kind of cool place to chill. I always go there when we play that venue, but I'm always sketched out walking past that area. I don't trust anybody. You know,
yeah.
Same.
That's the best way. Yeah, you shouldn't.
it's like dude, like they could come out of nowhere.
Yep.
You know, you say walk with your head down.
Yeah.
You know,
Always be aware of purpose.
and someone told me you guys are perfect to ask this. Someone told me don't walk around with a cup of Starbucks because then you look like you could get robbed.
Oh yeah, there's many things that like don't walk
Probably.
around with that. Don't walk around with earphones in
Yeah.
your head. You know, so many things. Walk with purpose. Look where either directly where you're going or down. Like you learn depending on where you live that like if it's like a dangerous area, your whole demeanor changes. You know, like I don't walk how I walk in Johannesburg CBD, how I walk in like when I'm at home or around
Yeah.
people I know. You know,
Mhm.
yeah.
Gotta act tough.
You adapt. You know, you look like don't mess with me when I'm walking. Whatever.
It's like if they only knew that I'm not tough at all.
if they only knew. Goddamn.
Well, maybe that's what confidence is, right? It's like
I guess
it's
yeah.
like it's
false
like
bravado.
yeah, it's like you know, it's like well, I'm scared, but I'm just gonna walk like
Tough it out. You know.
I'm gonna walk like I'm sick. Dude.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, I know you guys gotta get to LA. It's a long drive. Rush hour is approaching,
Oh yeah.
but I appreciate your time and thank you for stopping by.
Thank you. We
Thanks
love
for
you
having us,
being
It's been
here,
an
man.
absolute pleasure.
It's been
bro.
amazing.
That's cool, man. You guys and good luck on the rest of the week.
Hell yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You guys got also a very exciting end of the year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. New album
Mm.
coming out. Working on it. Should be out next year. I think. Maybe.
Yeah.
Early
early
next
next
year.
Early next year.
Yep.
Yeah, I always wonder like how do you what are you guys doing vinyl or what's like
Yeah. Everything.
Yeah, everything.
everything?
Everything.
Do you guys have to deal with the vinyl shortages or no?
I think we
think
did.
we
it
did,
on the
It did
last
affect
one.
us. Yeah. It
Yeah.
did, right.
The vinyl shipped like a month later than
Oh,
the
yeah,
rest of the
yeah.
release or something.
That's
Yeah. The album dropped and there was no vinyl for like a couple months.
Mm.
Yeah. But the order still went through, so those people got their albums like way after the album was
Mm.
out.
Sick. Cool. Well, where can people find you?
You can find us at our new Instagram at Vulvodynia Official. You can find us on our Facebook page, Vulvodynia, Facebook.com/Vulvodynia. We're on all streaming platforms under the same
Vulvodynia
thing.
Slam on Facebook.
Oh, Vulvodynia Slam, my fault. We have a website too that links to all of our social medias and everything that we're doing and all the tours that we're doing. Yeah, we're out here.
Oh, you are out here. Holy crap. All right. Thank you.
Thank
Thank you so much.
Appreciate it.
Yeah,
All right.
it's been
Later.
sick.